are these people?
I wanted to talk about this story. It went so under the radar, and this was reported a couple weeks ago, but obviously we weren't live last week, so I just wanted to kind of share this. This is just another case of doesn't matter if you're Palestinian, if you have dual citizenship, people do not give a damn about you. So, so this unfortunately is another case of that. This teen is from New Jersey, but is of Palestinian descent, and you know, and you can make the question, as he was living in the West Bank at the time of his martyrdom, you can question why he was there, but given that he is Palestinian, he had every right to be there. And more importantly, as an American citizen, they should have offered some type of protection and or assistance, you know, during, you know, when the IDF basically, you know, shot at him and killed him. So yeah, let's just play the news clip. This is from TRT World. But yeah, it's just sad that, again, another Palestinian-American who was born here getting no justice in terms of, you know, what Israel is doing, but again, no acknowledgement from, we saw this with Biden, and now we're seeing it especially more so with Trump, no recognition from our president's head leadership at all regarding this. So go ahead.
Mohammed Rabee, a Palestinian-American, is grieving the unimaginable loss of his 14-year-old son, Amer. The boy was killed by Israeli forces while picking green almonds near his home in the village of Turmus Aya, north of the occupied West Bank. A horrific video captured the sound of over 30 bullets. Amer's body, riddled with gunfire, was held by the Israeli army before being returned to his family.
Relatives told me that Anwar was injured. We searched everywhere. I called the American embassy, begging for urgent help, but they kept asking for my passport number. Then Amer's. They called again to ask if he had a Palestinian ID. I told them he's injured. If you hurry, you might save his life. But it took too long. Then the Israeli forces confirmed his death.
Ayub Jbara, also a Palestinian-American, was with Amer at the time. He was shot 3 times, but managed to escape. He remembers everything.
We were just picking green almonds when the Israeli army suddenly opened fire on us. I was hit and my friend carried me to safety. We couldn't reach Amer. The gunfire was too intense. When the ambulance arrived, soldiers stopped it for half an hour. They interrogated me while I lay there, bleeding inside.
Ayub is now beginning a long journey toward recovery. Thousands of Palestinians hold U.S. citizenship. Yet, many face discrimination and danger in Israeli-controlled areas, as international protections are often ignored, putting both their safety and lives at risk. In the past 3 years, Israeli forces have killed 3 Palestinian Americans. Many say they are not treated equally and that their U.S. passports offer no protection. Saad Rabee was previously arrested, said he received no official support.
I feel betrayed by the American government. We put our full trust in them, and we are American citizens.
That's a mistake.
They shouldn't treat us less than any other American. And Trump, he's talking every day about the Israeli prisoners in Gaza, and these Israeli prisoners, they're not even American. I'm fully American. I was born in America. I lived in America. I went to school in America, and he's not even batting an eye on us and my brother.
Amer's dreams were buried with him. Around his grave, they gathered in mourning. The American flag was raised, a silent reminder that no one here is truly protected. Mohammed Alwan, TRT World, Ramallah, the occupied West Bank.
I mean, they're raising the American flag for this kid, which, like, I wouldn't even do, you know? Unfortunate.
I mean, each their own, but
no, I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
so,
but I think it's just more of a, I think that was just more of a fuck you, if anything else.
Yeah.
It was just more
of
like,
it's a statement,
like,
for sure.
No, this is an American that is dead.
And we're willing to show him the fucking courtesy, you know?
Right.
Like,
so again, this teen, Amer, he grew up in New Jersey. very close to Indy. And given, what at least one of the senators who's from New Jersey, you would figure that Cory Booker, like with his Spartacus moment a couple of weeks ago, you would have thought that he would have mentioned anything regarding Palestine in his in what was it, like his speech, 24-hour speech that he gave a few weeks ago. Like, didn't mention anything about Palestine, but so actually I was kind of curious as to see if there was going to be any response from him at all, given this happened to a child that is from his home state. Well, Reef, guess what? There actually is a response from Cory Booker and Senator Kim.
Okay.
So yeah, you can yawn at this. So this is from NorthJersey.com, written by Katie Sobko, where she writes, Amer Rabee killing. New Jersey Senators Booker and Kim call on Trump administration to investigate. Not like offer any justice. Investigate.
Right. We investigated
we both know
it. They fucking did it.
Right.
Now what? You know?
So what the fuck? You put that aside. Anyway, so this will be a short article, but New Jersey's 2 U.S. senators have called on the Trump administration in a carefully worded letter, I'm sure, to investigate the fatal shooting of 14-year-old New Jersey boy Amer Rabee on April 6th in the West Bank. In a letter to President Donald Trump, Senator Cory Booker and Senator Andy Kim called Rabee's death another tragic example of the horrific human cost of the protracted conflict and the increasing tensions in the West Bank that continues to spiral.
No, just say Israel. Just say that. Just say that. Fucking quit pussyfooting around. Like, it's the conflict. It's Israel. Like, they are the ones committing the genocide. Anyway, continue. Sorry. Already stupid.
As New Jersey senators, we are calling for a thorough and transparent accounting of the facts and circumstances around Amer Rabee's death and the actions of Israeli security forces, the letter reads. We appreciate the difficult and dynamic nature of the situation, but also underscore our expectation that such an inquiry is possible and should be pursued when an American has died. As a result, we urge your administration to conduct a timely, independent, and transparent investigation into Amer Rabee's death, as well as Yoruba Igara and Abed Shehada's injuries. Sorry, I'm pronouncing those names wrong. Shehada, 15, and Ibarra, 14, were also injured in the incident. Ijara, who was also born in New Jersey, is reported to be in critical condition. Booker and Kim said Rabee grew up in Saddlebrook and that his family moved to Turis Aya, a town where more than 80% of the population has dual American citizenship.
That's interesting.
They noted that many New Jersey residents have connections to Turis Aya and are personally impacted by the rise of violence in the West Bank that has occurred in recent years. We urge your administration to raise this case at the highest levels during meetings with counterparts in the Israeli government and the Palestinian Authority and press for full cooperation with a U.S.-led investigation, Booker and Kim said. They also call for U.S. embassy officials to visit the Rahib and Jabara families and ensure that they have all support they need during this difficult time, including urgent medical support. The IDF said in a statement that its troops opened fire during counter-terrorism activity in the area, killing one after identifying 3 terrorists who were throwing rocks at a highway with civilian vehicles and who pose a danger to civilians. Now, remember,
rocks.
These kids said they were picking almonds.
Right?
Mm-hmm. So, but I guess apparently now throwing rocks is terrorism, I guess. Almonds picking is terrorism, I guess. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted this to be quick, but again, I just felt it was, disgusting, obviously, given, but more importantly, just Booker's measly response, which was nothing. But the idea that Trump is going to do anything, yeah, he's not going to do anything. But then again,
Putin's a madman.
But then again, Biden didn't either, with a similar incident, which we also reported on a few months ago. But yeah, I just wanted to report on the story because it went under the radar and I felt it was important to share. So rest in power, Amer. We hope that your martyrdom will not be in vain. And once again, fuck Israel for all they're worth.
Yeah, exactly.
Free Palestine! From the river to the sea!
Well, talking about these things, definitely why we're demonetized, so you can go to ko-fi.com/indienewsnetwork or scan the QR code on your screen, or it's in the description below. And just like and subscribe, hit the share button, leave a comment, do all the algorithmic things to help get us to new people. We appreciate it. And otherwise, thanks for watching.